looks like it's all when it gets out of here. That is extremely crazy. Why astronomers, right, are interested in this thing because it has over several anomalies. It's not acting like normal comets act. So um, yeah, uh, yeah. So in a nutshell, yeah, that's it.
Okay, okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, LYT, what is Three Eye Atlas in your own words, and why do you think it's a big deal to astronomers right now?
Look, kind of like piggybacking off of what everybody else said, it's the third comet. That's how I got its name, three. And just by the movement, I didn't really have much awareness to it until Dr. Val, or actually the both of you, and it made me start digging into it because you dig into space, you could get lost in it. So
Yeah,
when I
easily.
started to look at it, I'm like, this thing has movement as if it's collecting data, but it's moving towards Mars.
Mm,
And then, see, I like to play with science in my house if it makes any sense, like kinetic sand and all these things
yeah,
that attract it. So I'm saying, what is making it bounce not as far away, but so close to Earth that it can collect but not hit it, but then go off track to hit Mars? Like, what's attracting it there? And then
mm,
I'm like, if you look back into years and times that this thing is from another place,
mm,
planet that
literally.
yeah, that we have no idea from. We don't know when this thing was created, but yeah, it's coming towards us. Is it coming because it thought that it was still the way Earth used to be, but the pollution from Earth is making it bounce away from it? Like it's just so much shit. I mean, so much stuff. Excuse me, that you could go
Yeah,
deep with.
no, I agree. Thank you all for sharing. If you are just tuning in, welcome to Truth or Theory. This is a safe space. We like to think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Tonight we are discussing Three Eye Atlas. And supposedly it's made up mostly of rock and ice. I don't know how we would really gather those details, but
Well, it,
scientists, no, add to it.
it's funny because it's leaking nickel and iron as well. So normally
Yeah.
comets are fragile objects. They are made of ice and gases and stuff like that. This is
Yeah.
shedded nickel and iron. And
Hmm.
the only thing we know that does that is like industrial places on Earth, where we're making some type of items. So it's fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
To add on to Book of Eli, actually, Oumuamua was the first one, and then the second one was Borshev, and then
Or
it was
There you
this
go.
one. Yeah, so
the
Nice.
first
I didn't know
topic
that.
that
Cool.
went through that has
Adam,
came
what you're
into
saying, Dr. Val, when I was looking at that too, I'm like, how do we not know because of the speed that it's traveling at? It might be turning into media, right?
it's a lot of
To hit
unanswered questions.
something to blow it up.
effort.
Yeah.
We've been hit
Yeah,
by
because
media before.
That's one of the questions, Star. Stick around because I've asked them what they like, one of the questions that we're going to get to in a bit is the question of if we had the technology to send a spacecraft to intercept Three Eye Atlas, what would be the most important questions to answer first? Like, what should we explore? So we'll get to that question for question three. Right now, we are going to be moving into question two, though.
Okay.
And question two is we kind of already answered it. Um, I think all of you kind of answered it about how rare objects like this, like
very
the
rare.
VI Atlas, how often do they pass through our solar system? Anybody in the chat, do you guys know how often they pass through? We've said it multiple times.
And that's how you know if anybody paying attention. Let's see if they answer.
It also could be a good idea to study it for possible building blocks of life properties within the ice, panspermia qualities. Yeah, it so basically what I had gathered is the surface of it has been exposed to different cosmic radiations from multiple star systems, right? Different gases, different type of radiation.
Components.
What were we saying?
From different type of components, from
Mhm.
different elements that it's made out of. One question that um one question that I have is there anything about its structure, if there's something from what it's made of, can we use that to our benefit? Could we incorporate whatever it's composed of, into our technology or into our everyday day-to-day things, or in our space travel? Could we use that, for something to help us, explore space,
It's
just
not
make
a
things better
threat,
here on Earth?
officer.
It's funny thing you said that, Book of Eli, because I believe if this is intelligent beings or any sort of intelligence, that's the exact reason why it wouldn't come on Earth or come close to Earth where we could intercept anything, because they know that's what we've been doing since the beginning of the time. We've been shooting stuff out of the sky and reverse engineering the technologies to advance our own.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pretty good point.
So just to kind of piggyback with that question, a lot of people think that when we say it's the third object to come into our solar system, that means it's the only object to ever come. That's actually not true. It's actually been thousands of interstellar objects, but they either are going too fast or they're too small to the fact that where our telescopes aren't able to accurately catch it. Um, So we can manage and detect 3I Atlas. So it makes it an incredibly rare opportunity because it's so many opportunities that we aren't really able to catch. So this one is like a scientific gold mine, right? It can offer clues into how other star systems have been formed, what other planets are really made of, and what kind of materials exist far beyond like our atmosphere and our space. But if you are just tuning in, welcome to Truth or Theory. This is a safe space. We like to think differently, dive deep, and question everything in a fun and curious way. We have been talking about 3I Atlas tonight, and we actually are about to go into our first part of our game. Tonight we're playing Truth or Theory. It's our 3I Atlas edition. I'm going to go through a set of prompts. Well, I'm going to go through like a set of statements. And in the chat, and my guest, you guys will pick whether it's a truth or a theory. Very simple. If you think it's a truth, if you think it's something that has been proven, truth. If you think this is something that has not been proven, theory. Okay, very simple. So the first one, interstellar objects like 3I Atlas pass through our solar system more often than we realize, but we rarely detect them. Is this true or is this a theory?
I'm
True.
sorry, can you get that one more time?
Yeah. Does interstellar objects like 3I Atlas pass through our solar system more often than we realize, but we rarely detect them? Is this true or is this a theory?
I answered already. I said true.
Okay.
True.
Okay, Eli.
Hmm.
That is
Hmm.
true.
Okay. Okay. So that
I'm
one is labeled
glitching.
as no, yeah.
You're glitching right now, Eli. Your reception.
That one's true. We're gonna move on. I know you'll come out of it.
Yes, it's
He's talking right now. He's just glitching.
Not meteorites hit, but watched, yes. Okay. And let's see what the next one is. 3I Atlas is moving too fast for current spacecrafts to intercept. So 3I Atlas is moving too fast for current spacecraft to intercept. Truth or theory?
Truth.
Truth.
What you guys think in the chat? She said, I don't
Oh,
know.
we got. I thought you said we got to write in the chat. I was about to go right to the
No,
chat.
you
Look, I'm about
can.
to put
I
it
was
in.
just asking them for in the chat. Okay, so yeah, that one is true. Okay, so what about Three Eye Atlas could carry organic building blocks, meaning it might help spread the ingredients for life? Is this true or theory?
It's
I'm gonna say that's theory.
completely possible.
Is it true or theory?
It's a theory.
It's a theory.
It could have components that aid
Your reception.
and
Let's try leaving the box. And can you try coming back in, Alicia? So for the Three Eye Atlas could carry organic building blocks. That one is a theory. Although it's a beautiful theory, it's not something that we're able to
Beautiful,
prove.
right?
You know what I mean? It's not something that we're able to prove. What about aliens could use interstellar objects to explore or deliver messages across the galaxy?
It's
Aliens,
also
I'm gonna go with the theory.
it's also a theory, but it's also possible.
You know, only reason I'm gonna say theory because they tried to put a specific group to it. Like we don't know what the hell it is. It could be. I don't know.
everything is a freaking
It's anything,
theory.
right? So it's a
What's
theory,
the
man.
name? Truth or theory? That one is a theory. Okay. Okay, so let's do a few more. Okay, what about this one? Three Eye Atlas contains elements or compounds that are not found anywhere in our solar system.
That's a theory.
Is this
Theory.
truth or theory?
It's theory.
I like when everybody is not on the same page. um,
Oh, that's true.
Three Eye Atlas contains elements or compounds that are not found anywhere else in our solar system. That one is a theory. Once again, we have no way of confirming those details.
So who said true in there?
Cap.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more. Okay, what about this one? Some interstellar objects might be artificial probes sent by advanced civilizations. True or theory?
Very possible, but theory.
Theory.
Very possible though. All these things.
Very possible.
Okay, we stuck to the theories more for this one. Yes, that one was theory. I want to believe. Welcome to Truth or Theory. This is a safe space, y'all. We like to think differently, dive deep, question everything in a fun and curious way. Please make sure you fave my guests. Alicio, are you still here? Thank you guys for all the gifts, even if I'm not acknowledging it. Just know I'm grateful. So far, let's just kind of do a little recap of what we've discussed so far. So far, we have discussed that Three Eye Atlas is an interstellar object. We all know this. And that basically means it didn't form. It was not created. It did not come into creation in our solar system. We also have learned that it's the third one of its kind that humans have ever detected. Astronomers think that there's thousands of these objects that pass through our solar system every year, but most of them are just too small or too faint to see. So the ones we do catch are like rare messages from another star system. Now we are going to be moving on to question 3. I would really like if Alicio is here for him to request the box again. Question 3.
When you're done, just get when you're done, I will give you more a little more context about the Three Eye Atlas before we go to second second question. What's really funny about it is that the size. This thing is massive. It's the size of New York City. It weighs 335 billion tons. You know, so there's nothing this massive moving this fast like it's and with this intelligent trajectory ever that came through. That's one point. And the second point is it came from the same place where the WOW signal came from in 1977. So in 1977, we was looking for intelligent life and signals, and we got one. And where we got it from, the astrophysicist wrote WOW, deemed the signal as the WOW signal. This thing came from the same place. So fascinating stuff. I thought I'd just add that.
Yeah, I think that's very
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, it is. I was trying to pinpoint how long it's been traveling, and they said it's been traveling for years. We're
Yeah,
just seeing
no,
it now.
It's potentially
Yeah.
longer than it's potentially older than our solar system.
yeah,
Then
So
I,
that's
right.
another thing that's fascinating.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. That blows my, that's hard for me to process.
It's hard to
Okay.
conceptualize. It is.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? I take it as a warning shot too.
meaning what?
Meaning, like, um, just going back to the book when it says like the world's been created over and over and over again, and when there's so much damage, pollution, hate, all this stuff happening, something has to give, right? And we're in a place where it's like there's no more room for growth. Our
Mm,
music is the same as kids, the clothing style is the same, the way of thoughts is the same. It's just no more room for growth for us to expand. So we like this. And now we getting the signals like, listen, I'm about to
yeah, I
tear this
definitely
shit up.
believe
I mean, I'm about to tear this stuff up. I'm gonna destroy Earth.
you.
Pay attention. I don't know. I just be thinking that way sometimes. Like, yo, you know what? This thing don't comes every 300 years.
Yeah.
Why
The
now?
probability of these aliens with this technology showing up at this point in our history is very small. What does that mean? Thank you. So we're going to move on to question 3.
Hmm.
Question 3, I'm interested to hear your answers. If we had the technology to send a spacecraft to intercept 3I Atlas, what would be the most important questions to answer first? Um, and we'll start with LYT this time and then go to Dr. V. What would be the most important questions for you to answer if we were able to send a spacecraft to intercept with 3I
I
Atlas?
would need to answer like materials. What is it attracted to?
Okay.
In the
Okay.
sense of um because it's matter, right? It takes up space, but it's moving at this kind of speed from being from something that's cold to hot, right? Two tails, nucleus, and it's like Val said, it's so heavy, but yet it's the fastest comet ever, right? So what material and it's moving off track, off trail. What materials does this thing have in it that's pulling it to keep
Mm,
it going this fast?
right.
And what is it dropping off
Like,
as it's traveling?
is it like a fallen piece of something, or
Right, what is
was it
dropping off of
created
it
with
as
a
it's traveling?
purpose? Um, I was reading somewhere and it was basically saying that as far as trying to pinpoint the trajectory, it's kind of impossible in a sense of thinking in terms of how it's moving and its movements aren't really able to be calculated.
So
Um,
it has a trajectory, right? It has they kind of calculated the trajectory. It's going to Jupiter. However, it just made it's just which is fascinating. Like a couple weeks ago, it made they fixed their calculations. So basically, long story short story, the at the trajectory that they was going to when they get to Jupiter, the sun's magnetic pull was going to rip it up, rip it apart. So now the scientists realized that they altered is basically
So
GPS.
basically, it has a brain.
yeah,
So
like
GPS.
it's like,
rerouted and said, nah, we're not trying to let that happen. So
Yeah,
we got to go a different way.
yeah, that is
what,
pretty
do
cool
you
as well.
Do you realize like how much we don't have stars and stuff no more, like compared to when we were growing up to this time?
A meteor wouldn't do that, in my opinion.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't do that. So that's another thing scientists are interested in because it's not behaving like a comet. That's what they're calling it. It's not behaving like a comet. You know, when it got closest to the sun, they call that the perihelion stage, right? In a regular comet shed, they fragile, they ice and gases, right?
Right.
It didn't do that. It didn't lose mass whatsoever. Fascinating.
Nor speed.
Because this year it was a solar radar storm, right? One of the worst one ever, and it was just shooting solar flares at it, and you know, it's fascinating stuff.
Hmm.
I don't
Okay,
know.
okay. So you were saying like the substance that it's attracted to. That was your answer, OIT.
Mhm.
And Dr. Valentine, we can go into your answer while we figure out Eli's situation. If we had the technology to send a spacecraft to intercept Three Eye Atlas, what would be the most important question to answer first, in your opinion?
Yeah, so if scientists had the capabilities of sending a spaceship to rendezvous with Three Eye Atlas, it would basically be how is it? We basically want to understand how is it traveling like this because we want to travel the stars. Like, as humans, we're gonna want to travel the stars. So, what type of technology is it using? Because it doesn't have any source of engine, combustion engine, or no fuel. So, what is it using like to travel like this? That's one. And
Because is it dropping? Like, would that be telling us that it's dropping through space? Or is space?
it's almost hurling, like So, it's it's fascinating stuff. But I know for sure if we was able to rendezvous with this thing, it would definitely be to take this thing's technology and reverse engineer it to use it to advance ours. So I know that for sure.
I like that. I think for me, um, I would lean towards wanting to answer the question of intention, or like the beginning, like the like where did it really come from, and why is it moving away from where it came from, you know in that sense. What would you want to know, Star? What answers would you want to get? You know, I just
Mm,
want to know. Just
I
like I
mean,
want to know where we came from and
yeah,
why.
that
yeah, I think you
go with that.
I think it's something that I don't know. It you know, it makes you go kind of go back to everything you read. Right? I love you too, baby girl. Good night. And you're
No,
kind of like, history repeats itself just in multiple ways. Right? So it's like, what is it? Is this thing invaded something, or is it finally getting to the point where it's like, all right, let me see if what I had stationed working out properly, and that's why it's going through our whole solar system to see if everything is still aligned, is on the axle and the X.
That's
no.
what I believe the Muamua was. I believe the Muamua was basically a probe sending to see like the basically going on a recon mission to make sure everything whatever they want to know. I don't know. But and then they sent another one because a Muamua was the size of a football field.
I want to know.
Yeah, not that big compared to Three Eye Atlas. Three Eye Atlas is like 300 billion elephants. I gotta always emphasize how huge it is. 300
I want to
billion
know.
elephants, right? And Muamua was the size of a football field, so it doesn't even add up in size. But
That's
I
what I
think
want
too, if you do size and time,
to
you're
know.
like
Exactly.
we had more oxygen, we had more greenery, we had more. I think it all goes back to just the elements and dealing with nature and why things are so more attracted to the planet Earth now. Even with penetration, with all the testing of trying to get into space. We don't know what they penetrated to let out certain gases from Earth that wasn't supposed to get out. Like, it's just
Okay. What I want to add, Star,
crazy.
what I want to add to this is for scientists to even attempt to intercept with any spacecraft, they would have to, they would need to calculate its path with incredible precision. It needs to be, it needs to be calculated years or even decades in advance. So any tiny miscalculation and the spacecraft would miss it entirely. So this is something cool to think about, but the reality of it ever happening is slim to none. Um, Unless it was a situation like Dr. B was saying, where we actually, it landed on Earth and was able to like use it, reconfigure it to craft something of our own, then possibly.
Yeah, so like you said, we right now we couldn't even shoot. So if this was coming straight to Earth, we couldn't even shoot this thing out of the sky. It's moving way too fast, right? And then I believe, this is one of my personal belief, that we've been doing it since the 50s, you know, shooting down UAPs and UFOs and reverse engineering it. That's, you know, crash UFOs and stuff like that. You know, so I believe we've been doing that.
Since Alicios isn't working, let's just see if it'll allow Star in.
You gotta fix your lighting, stuff.
Yeah, do you have lighting, Star?
Oh, here I am. Okay, let me find the lighting. Sorry.
Okay.
So
that
this
was
is what
the-
I'm saying. Thank you for letting me in.
Okay.
This
What
Where
do
you
have
go?
to say about this?
Just 2 seconds. 2 seconds, and you can kick me out. All right? Because I believe in this so strongly. I've seen it. I've experienced it from different levels. Okay? And you guys, how you guys are talking, I know that you know also you're not alone here. Okay? You believe that too. You believe that too. That there is these other beings that are advanced, not to say that they're more advanced as us as a human species, but you know and accept that we are not alone either.
I mean, right now in this day and age,
Yeah.
believing that we are alone is kind of crazier than believing we're not alone.
Yeah, I agree actually.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What does that mean? So you're saying
So let me
you
say,
believe that you're not alone, right?
no, let me say it in a different way. Okay. What I'm saying is, remember back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Back in my day, I'm old. You know, back
But
in my
like
day,
back in the days, what are you talking about? Like when spaceships and saucers like
no, I'm
landed.
talking about 20 years ago.
Okay.
All right, 20 years ago, it was kind of far-fetched to believe in aliens and stuff like that, right? They wasn't really talking about it on the news and stuff like that. Now it's more, you know, in your face, and now they take it more serious. What I'm
Yes.
saying is, right?
Is
It's
what?
it's weirder to believe, or crazier to believe that we're not alone than to believe that we are alone. You know what I mean?
It is more abnormal to think you are not alone these days, is what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. And why do you feel that way? Did you see something personally?
I mean, I want to stick to the show. It was whatever bonus Bay want to go to, whatever route she want to go, but you know, I'm gonna stick to the script.
Yeah, Star. I let you in the box because I don't know. Can you guys see Alicia?
Oh, he got bad reception.
He just got a black box.
Alicia.
Yeah, I changed my internet service, so I know my shit is fucked up. But here I am.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get you out.
No princess.
So no, Star. I love your energy, honestly. So because I'm featured right now, we can't be in the box cussing, can't be smoking, we can't be in a black box. This is for an hour. So within the next 22 minutes, my featured hour will be up, and I'll bring whoever back into the box, whoever into the box that would like to be a part of the after talk. For now, if you are just joining, welcome to Truth or Theory.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We here. We lit.
Where we think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. So please fave all my guests, fave anyone in the comments, and let us know if you would like to be a guest on any future topics, and I'll get you added to our channel on IG. So we are going to move on to question 4. Question 4. I am really interested in hearing everyone's answer, even in the chat. Answer the question in the chat. How might discoveries from a 3-eye atlas change the way that we think about planet formation, life, or a place in our universe? I'm going to say it again. How might discoveries from 3-eye atlas change the way that we think about planet formation, life, or our place in the universe? Like, what would this information that we gather from here, like, how would that change the way we could possibly be thinking about life as we know it, in a sense? We'll start with Dr. B for this one.
Change it almost drastically for the non-believers and underachievers, right? For the ones that already have an idea that we are not alone and we can't be alone and stuff like that, and that we may have intelligent beings, that it's pretty normal news, right? Pretty normal news, right? Not so much whoa, 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 but to the people that totally think we are alone, their mind is going to be blown. But what we can gather, right, about other star systems and formations of planets is a lot, because these scientists has calculated this thing to be older than our solar system, which will be like 8-10 billion years old. That's a long time for something to be traveling through interstellar space, you know. And this thing was made before our solar system. Then it definitely could give you some answers about how other planets and other star systems operate. You know what I mean? Through the pure core material. Now, one thing I wanted to refer to LYT is because he was talking about this. It's attracting stuff, and it's. I just want to put it to you like this: imagine driving a car for 10 billion years, right, through the cosmos, without no car wash. You know how much material and dirt and dust is going to get on that car. So you're not even going to be able to see the car. It's just going to look like a giant rock, dirt rock traveling.
This is what I wanted to piggyback off of what you were saying about the gases or whatever it's dropping. Like, what is it that it's dropping as it's
Well, it's
going?
dropping a bunch of dirt and dust, and it's supposed to combust. It's supposed to
It was like
explode.
nickel.
And turn.
Was it like nickel?
Oh,
or
the nickel.
or
What he
something
was saying.
that you
So yeah,
mentioned?
basically it's shedding iron. Now that is not like asteroids, like I said, collect material. They collect iron, they collect nickel and stuff like that. But this thing is shedding the ratio of iron to nickel that is shedding. We only do that here in like industrial plants when we making stuff. You know what I mean? So to put that in regular terms, it seemed like parts of this thing was made. If we just thinking with our brain, you know, a human brain, it's like this thing was made. It had to be made. It's shedding nickel and iron on a different type of ratio, not the ratio where a comet will shed it. You know what I mean? It's shedding in it on a ratio where it was like we made it in an industrial plant. So that's fascinating.
Jamie, I don't disagree with that, actually.
Neither,
Uh,
Jamie. I agree
yeah,
with that.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Yep.
Some sort of, because yeah, when you said it earlier, I was thinking and I was like, well, it would make sense that it has accumulated thick gunks of substances, whatever it is, for whatever it is. So it would make sense that it's like leaking this stuff off of it. But I kind of get a little confused. I guess I got to do a little more research about it to like, how do they know exactly what's coming off of this?
Yeah, because you got the James, you got a lot of stuff in space. You got the James Webb Telescope, you got the Mars Reconnaissance Rover, and all these things. You got the Hubble Telescope. All these things is aimed at this object, and they all have. It's beyond my comprehension because I'm not a scientist, of course, or astrophysicist, but I got a very base level of understanding stuff. So it's aimed at this stuff where it could like kind of track like what is coming off of it. Just like we do any other comment. Like we like, all right, ice and stuff is coming off this comment. How do we know that? It's because we have tools and instruments to measure that type of stuff. Oh, that's a big bony.
That's a little big bonus, right? I was like, thank you. Thank you. Yes. I don't know.
I
No,
thought
I
it
think
could
that,
just read like the rays from the formation of it. So ice, the ice and the heat rays, and then the
hmm.
traveling of time and speed. I didn't know if they had material from it.
And actually, my fun fact, get it. My fun fact for this one actually ties back into a conversation we had earlier in the stream regarding those building blocks, right? So some astronomers believe that objects like Three Eye Atlas actually do carry organic building blocks for life, the basic ingredients needed. Um, that means interstellar objects might act like the universe's delivery system. It transports different molecules, minerals, or even complex chemistry from one star system to another. It says if that's true, then every time one of these objects passes through a solar system, it could be dropping off pieces of cosmic DNA. I think that's very interesting. Um, Especially if this is like only the third time we were able to gather information, we'll get like monitor and detect something from a different solar system. It makes me kind of want to
Well,
go back
no,
and
they
do
were able
research
to
about
grab
the other
from.
two as well.
I think twice they were able to gather information,
This is the
right?
third one. So I don't really have that much information about the first two at all, other than what Dr. V has told me. But
You know, it's very interesting. Yeah. Go ahead, Hershey. Um, yeah, that is I'm still stuck on the because I was stuck on that for a while. How do they get this information when reading it? Like, how do they know what it's made of and stuff like that? And that was a problem, a big thing, conspiracy theory with NASA because they wasn't releasing the pictures, and they had a lot of the high resolution pictures of this thing because it came close to Mars. So um, they didn't release the pictures, and then they waited like 2 weeks, and they released some blurry pictures. So I my personal belief is piggybacking off what Bonus Bay was saying is, I mean not Bonus Bay, but James, is that it could be something like what we do, right? We put probes into space, right? Satellites. The James Webb telescopes is going deep in space, right? How we know a civilization maybe 1 billion years ago, 2 billion years ago didn't do the same thing, right? Send a probe out there to see where it goes, and this thing took maybe about billions of years to get to our solar system.
mm,
It could be so much, you know, because 1 billion years from now, our stuff is going to be reaching the outer solar systems. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it could go so many ways. It could be a probe, it could be a civilization traveling, it could be, you know, ultimately a interstellar comet that we don't have no understanding because it's the third one. You know what I mean? Like, ever. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's interesting stuff. December 19th will be closest to Earth, so we will have a lot of more answers.
mm, okay. I look forward to that and hearing more about it. Um, we really are kind of closing up. Did we both answer about the ways we think the discoveries might change the way we?
I did. We didn't get Elise, and we didn't get uh uh yeah, we didn't get Elise. Elise has bad reception right now, so
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah.
Hi, Eric Lee. We're actually talking about Three Eye Atlas, that interstellar object that's in our solar system from a different solar system. We've actually had a whole conversation about it. We went through 4 questions. We played a game that went with the questions. Um, And that really is it. That's a wrap for tonight's show about Three Eye Atlas. We learned, to the best of our knowledge, what we think it is, how rare it is, and why it's such an exciting object for astronomers. So thanks to our guests and everyone in the chat for sharing your ideas and your theories. You made the conversation come to life. Next week, we will be talking about something.
Oh, wait, I want to hear your theory though. What's your theory of it? What do you think it is? Like, you know.
No,
Oh.
yeah, so I definitely
Oh.
think, so I think it is a piece of something that fell off. I'm not sure what it fell off, but I think it's something that fell off. I don't know if it's some huge civilization that it probably started smaller, but as it collected so much stuff over, I don't really think it's alien. I believe in aliens, but I don't really believe
You don't
that.
think it is?
No, I don't think this is that. I think, yeah, I don't think this is that. But Erica Lee, what's your theory? It's the bumper of a spacecraft, something like that. Yeah, something like that. It's something, something that
Lit,
felt
yeah.
like.
Yes, lit. Yeah.
It was something to wake me up.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope
So
I'm
what?
on here.
So what I'm sold on? I'll tell you guys what I'm sold on real fast. I'm sold on the trajectory. It's on an intelligent trajectory. I'm sold on when it hit the perihelion stage, which is the closest to the sun. The perihelion stage just means when it's closest to the sun. That's all it means.
Right.
When it hit the
That
perihelion
part kind
stage.
of was about to convert me a little bit. I was like,
Yeah, I am. I'm trying. So when it hit the perihelion stage, it shows signs of slowing down and speeding up. Slowing down and speeding up. That's weird. Now the third one is comets only have one tail, right? That long tail from the back, which makes sense. This comet has two tails, a tail from the back
Comets can
and
have
a
two
tail in
tails
the
though.
front. Now the only reason we know things that have tail in the front because it's accelerating and decelerating. Extremely odd. All right, two tails. Now that's one. That's another one. The size of this thing is massive, and then the alterations in the GPS where it was going. Why did it just alter that? That's another a crazy thing. So it's a few things that got me like, if this was just a rock traveling through interstellar space, why does it have these anomalies and why isn't NASA explaining these anomalies?
Yeah.
my bad, y'all.
What was that?
I thought, but I didn't look
Nah,
at the
but
picture.
bro, comets could have more than one tail though.
That's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, I don't know if that
Nah,
part's
they can have more than one tail. A comet, it can have more than
But
one tail.
yeah, but the tail from the front. They have
They
more.
have a tail in the front and the back.
How do we know what the front and back is?
So all right,
We don't know.
That's
Alright.
what I'm
so
saying.
yes, we do. Yes, we do.
What
So
is it?
so the front is it's coming like this, right? And the sun is right here. So they judging it on it. How's it going towards the sun? So the front is going toward the sun and the back is going away from the sun. That's how they judging it. It's just simple. They judging it on the sun being like the location and it's traveling by the sun. So the front of it that's close to the sun has a tail. The back of it,
Nothing to see here. Darth Vader. He was trying to, he said, I was not expecting this much publicity from this. But really quick, guys, before we go into our after talk, next week, we will be talking about something closer to home. We're going to be discussing our second brain. Before I talk about it a little bit, does anyone else in here know what the second brain is? Demon time. What's the second brain? Does anyone know?
your heart.
What are we stopping? But do we hear about her in February? Hear about who? All right. The second brain will explore how your guts and your body send signals to your brain. These signals affect your decisions, and we are going to figure out why people call it a second brain. So it's going to be really interesting. And I can't wait to dive into it with you all. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the conversation tonight. Make sure you fave all my guests, my two guests, and Hershey. Hershey has her own streamer profile. So go make sure you tune in.
Fave Hershey cat.
Fave Hershey. Thank you for being here. We do have 6 more minutes of
Thanks
feature.
for having us.
After the 6 minutes, I would hope that my guests would put one in the air with me before they go to sleep for real. Because I know it's late for our East Coast friends. West Coast people living their best life. East Coast people sleepy.
Yeah, let me tell you how real it is. You see what I did for you? I drank a monster just to stay up.
Stay tuned. Cheers.
Oh man, why you mess with that? It give you wings, girl.
I be flying. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Even with our technical difficulties.
Yeah, I wish I was able to hear more of, but it's all good.
I know he's
Yeah, I
gonna come
wanted
in the
to hear.
afterthought.
I thank him, so and maybe we could talk on our own.
Yeah, Alicio's really dope. He's a great conversationalist.
Gotta get your Wi-Fi right, Alicia.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna roll up or what?
I'm rolled down. I'm ready, set, and ready to go.
Okay.
But yeah, we should have some more answers by December 18th. Definitely, especially when this thing gets to, because NASA is being shady with the information. So when this thing gets close to Jupiter, which will be around March, Dr. Avi Loeb is the head astrophysicist on this thing. Dr. Avi Loeb, the head astrophysicist on this thing, he actually has probes by Jupiter that he plans to get his own pictures of this thing because NASA will be on that bull jive. So yeah, the next few months should get very, very interesting, and we should get some more information from homegrown astrologers, not NASA, because NASA, NASA is an acronym. It stands for Never a Straight Answer. They never going to tell you the truth about nothing, so sometimes we got to do the own work. We got to do that own work, our own homework.
What is there for again?
Never a straight answer.
NASA.
Never. They always going. You know who they? You know
Yeah.
who reminds me of them? President Trump.
That's not the problem.
President Trump. You ask Trump, "Hey man, the sky blue?" Well, it seems to appear that way. Yeah, never.
You literally made us spit 500 viewers. Hello?
I love them.
Oh, we hit 500.
Yeah.
Do.
Rose, my angel sister, hello. How you feeling, beautiful?
I think that's like that's probably like your base right there, man. 500.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna hit a 5-piece in here.
Yeah. That's how you know I'll be watching.
And this was I'm not saying like diamond wise slow night. I'm saying in the sense of I feel like anytime Lola not here with me, things feel a little different. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I just feel like.
I mean that might be who you rattle for.
Yeah, it feels like I rushed through it, but then I'm looking at the time and I'm like, we did really good.
Yeah, but that's also, you gotta understand, Lola also give her own perspective, so it's another perspective, and then we usually have another person in the box that's another perspective. So
yeah.
Like we missed 2 perspectives.
You're right.
Right.
But all in all, it was a great show, I look forward to, so I don't have anybody scheduled for next week, but for Christmas and then for New Year's, we're booked. All 3 slots are filled, and we're going to be talking about if AI. We're booked. We're booked.
Yeah.
What's gonna be the discussion?
Can AI grow a consciousness? Jamie said I volunteer. I got both the Barbies for that conversation. Conspiracy Barbie and Stud Barbie. So I'm excited. And then Jamie. And then for Christmas, we're going to be talking about, does history keep repeating itself? And then next week, we'll be talking about the second brain. So we do got the next 3 weeks worth of topics.
I
If
think February we talk about my hero.
no, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do.
My
I've
hero.
been
My
hinting
hero.
at it. Hi, vibes.
My hero.
I gotta get thick Barbie. Oh, if I could get all the Barbies on one show together to have a conversation that gets deep, I would love it.
That's hard too. That's
Yeah.
hard.
I'm still here, y'all. My network is just as mysterious as 3i Atlas. Who's your hero?
Harriet.
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 Oh,
That's the GOAT.
that's what we're gonna start doing, guys. We're going to start. So as of now, we have never discussed people in Truth or Theory. We've always stuck to like events or certain beliefs or perspectives about like spirituality or mindset, things of that nature. We're going to start bringing in some controversial, heroic figures just to, not only see what perspectives and beliefs we have about people, but also to gain awareness. So maybe some things that we didn't know about these people,
Or some legends that we think is true, but it's not.
Might bust some myths.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, it's 10 o'clock. UPS.
UPS, I'm
Light
rolling.
it. Low. Light it up.
Don't fight it. UPS United.
LYT, I do want to say a special thank you to LYT. Dr. V, I'm always thanking you because you're always available for me, being a Renaissance man, LYT, I feel like you stepped outside your comfort zone tonight. I want to applaud you.
Appreciate you, but nah, that's my comfort zone. I just don't do it.
Exactly.
I was like, let me
Never
show
saw
up
you
for
in this
you.
box before. Hershey be in this box more than you.
That's a whole fact. Hey, Hershey, mind your business tonight, Hershey.
Cheers. Dang,
I'm about, yo, let me bring my dog. Let me see if she go after. She
Alicia,
don't
you
like
have
that.
to like
She's like, wait, what you say about the dog?
completely exit out of the app and then come back in.
Word.
That was a
But
tutorial.
nah, it was cool. I enjoyed it. Well, I told you honestly, I had to watch a couple of your shows to see if it was something that I would like to be associated with.
Yeah, no, that completely understood.
Once
I'm
I
glad.
seen like you was really about your business, like you stuck to your guns. I was like, all right, yeah, I can deal with that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, we're gonna keep it going. That's why I like to brainstorm with people and just kind of have open discussions because from one discussion, I'll end up getting like 4 or 5 different topics I can add to the truth or theory mix. And that is
Right.
like helping the longevity and like sustainability of the show in itself. So these
Right.
conversations help me help the show. We all helping
And
each
it's
other.
only this is preparation for myself as well. You know what I'm saying? So when I start my shit, it's like you gotta experience something to know how to do something. That's how I believe it.
Right.
Queen, thank you.
That's right.
All right, let me roll this up.
Oh shit. Man, y'all rolling and shit.
Yeah, we
I'm
get
gonna have high smoke.
a lot of
I
people
ain't getting high.
postal service, but it's don't.
It's 7 o'clock for me.
It's
Roll that thing up. Oh man, if I could curse that. Roll that shit up, nigga. The fuck?
I roll that shit up. I gotta go the fuck outside.
It's time to go outside.
Good morning.
Oh no,
I bet you my
rainy
I bet you
day.
my discipline is more stronger than that motherfucking smoke.
That's damn right. They say I ain't going nowhere. Ralph,
Fuck that cold. Fuck that cold. Fuck that cold. Fuck that cold. I said, fuck that cold. Fuck that cold. Fuck that cold. Word, man.
All right.
I ain't gonna hold you though. All I was thinking about is damn.
And yeah, that's a
What's
great
gonna
point,
happen?
right?
What's the next? Huh?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Takas, once the feature show
What's gonna
comes
be
up,
what's the next thing that happens? Say if something else do come off, but this shit hit us. Like I don't want to be here for that shit, or I don't want to die. That's some shit like that
because
hit
you said it's the
and
size of
fucking
New York.
explodes.
Yeah, it's the size of New
And
York City. So the crazy thing, this thing that it was a thing that hit it's a huge crater. You got asteroid craters all over, right? But you got one that's in Peru, I believe. Don't quote me on the location. I believe it's in Peru. This thing is massive. This thing is massive, and it wasn't nowhere near the size of the Atlas, like nowhere near. So, I mean, if this thing just for shits
you
and
talking
giggles,
about the shit that hit in 1904?
no, way back. But what I'm saying is, if this was to hit, we'd be done like this, like that.
That impact,
Yeah, we would be done. The whole
the
world.
impact would really destroy the whole world.
Yes, because
It's like a
you got,
nuke.
yeah,
Gee,
yes, because first of all, what's gonna happen, right? It's gonna make all the oceans shoot to their cities, right? So now we got the floods to deal with. Now uh we got that. That's one, and then it's gonna interrupt the core because it's gonna go so far deep in the earth. So earthquakes. It's gonna be a lot that happens out of that. You know what I'm saying? But mostly the tsunami is gonna kill everybody. It's gonna be a great flood if that was to happen. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
I see why you say that.
Yeah.
I think the sound waves off of it from the impact would just flatten everything out. You wouldn't probably even feel it. In my theory.
For miles, it will flatten everything out. For miles.
That's what I'm talking about. I said it would flatten everything out.
Yeah.
Let me put it in my description. I definitely forgot to change my description. People probably was thinking we still at work.
Oh shit. Nigga, we had every Thursday, nigga. I thought you knew that. I had a chance to come, but you blew that.
Okay, let me post that
Nah.
I don't know. I
outside.
just can't wait for the 19th. Well, I can't wait for December 20th.
Yeah.
Because then I know for sure Earth is in the clear. That bitch up out of there. And I'm alright. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that's all I need to know. Outside of that, fuck that media, man. That comment, that motherfucking whatever it is. Fuck it.
Now to be like esoteric, right? Yeah, like if you want to believe what the esoterics believe, I like to take a page out of each everybody book, right? They believe, right, it could be some form of raising Earth's consciousness and vibration. You feel me? Where we could, when it comes close to us, it's like a frequency that's going to be emitted to the Earth, where a lot of the stuff that we doing that don't make sense, like killing each other over the colors of our skin, warring for natural resources, and having nuclear bombs aimed at us while we on this planet, a lot of that stuff is gonna just dissipate because all that stuff is really nonsense. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it. So that's what the esoteric people believe. You know what I mean?
So it'll kind of like raise mass
Whoever they are.
consciousness to light vibration. Everybody will be basically light.
So I always go towards the positive. That's just who I am. I don't really focus on the doom and gloom, destruction and shit like and stuff like that. Nah, I rather talk about that's more positive to talk about. The
Yeah, I
doom
like
and
that
gloom
idea.
is like the whole world gonna be wiped out. Builds up my anxiety.
Yeah. I'll be
I
honest.
ain't gonna hold you. I take it for what it's worth. I'm like, when you see so much of what how I feel and what I think is my reality, I'm like, yo, it's just there's no more space, yo. There's no more space in this world. That's why it's just so chaotic.
Thank you, Jamie. What you
It's
doing?
overpopulated to the point where it's just mass destruction. I mean, we constantly hurting each other. We polluting we've done polluted the whole freaking earth.
I think
Now it has to heal.
yeah. You know what's funny? You said the healing part. Remember in the 90s, we used to talk about the ozone layer? Always the ozone layer, the ozone. Nobody talk about it now. It's because the ozone layer is here repairing itself. It's crazy, right? It repairs itself.
And waters is healing. You understand? They're turning
Because
back
it's
oceans.
alive. So
It's
that would
alive.
make
Yes.
sense.
You know what, Bonus? I was having this conversation with someone, and I was like, I went to for the as far as not only are planets alive, but planets have gender. And I was telling somebody I believe this is a female dominated planet, thus the name Mother Earth, and thus the way a lot of feminine things happen on Mother Earth. Like, you know, you put a seed in it and it grows. You know what I mean? Just like a woman, you put a seed in her and it grows. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, if Earth is a female, I believe Mars is a male.
That makes sense. I can see where you're going with that. That's kind of too far-fetched for me to believe. And I think I could be biased with that because I don't really believe in like gender for real, for real. Like I think this physical flesh we've been placed in has a gender, but my soul doesn't know a gender. That's what I believe. Um, I think like angels and I think other entities, it's not that either. I don't even know the real word. I feel like gender ain't even the right word to be using for it. Like
I think
man
it's
and
a big
woman.
organism, and we are just microorganisms on it.
Mm, mm.
That's why our skin is a big cell, and we develop the nucleus, right? And I, yeah, I can go real deep with Earth and the human body because it just goes to me. But
Last times collectively, we followed our own set of rules and seen great results.
Now we never stop polluting the ozone layer. We still polluting it.
never.
Excuse me.
It's just repairing itself.
I mean, when you see that the glaciers is melting and things that just aren't supposed to shift is starting to shift, you gotta wonder, like, what is going on?
But you understand, a lot of stuff happened repeatedly. You know, like we didn't go through one ice age. We went through several of them. We didn't go through one great
Exactly.
flood. We went through like 8 great floods. You know, so it been a constant repeat, recycle. The it's a tribe in Mesoamerica. They believe in the Yuga cycle, right? The Yuga
Mhm.
tribe. They got these Yuga cycles, right? They go from bronze, steel, golden age, and it keep going around, keep going around. And it says we repeat these cycles forever. However, I haven't read no ancient book or no ancient tablet that said we have to stay in that cycle. It never says nowhere that we can't get to a golden age and stay there. It never says we gotta go, we have to keep complete. It just said that cycles have been happening. So whether you know that's true or not, you know what I mean? It's funny because it feels like it's true that we going through these cycles. Like it's no invention. Everything is a
Let me
rediscovery.
ask you something. Have you ever, like, or both of y'all, done been somewhere you know you never been there a day in your life, but you can describe certain places, you can say certain things, and it really be there? Or you bump into certain people and you're like, I know you.
I've done
It's,
that
And
we
it's like,
before.
talked about the clairs. This is one of the. This is a form of the clairs, like clairvoyancy, clair sentience, clair auditorial. It's one of the clairs. Having it's like extra senses that we have.
Yeah, but you know what,
even
bonus?
down to smells.
Yes, yes. But
Yeah, even yeah, it's a
you
smell
know what's
too,
funny?
and hearing.
A lot of things I have that when you get that deja vu feeling, like I've been here before, I smelled that before. It's through my astral projection, and you might be astral projecting and not even know it. You know, I've been places where I was astral projection, and when I go there in reality, it's like seem familiar, but I wasn't here in reality. I was here in another reality, an alternate reality. It's crazy, man.
You know what I think it comes down to sometimes. Now, as far as the being able to, I agree with the past lives. I agree with the past lives, but I also agree with like the different dimensions in a sense of where I'm at currently. I don't believe in past, present, and future. I
You know,
believe it's all happening simultaneously. Like when you think of space,
that's
you
true.
think of humans put time, we created time to help us conceptualize our reality. You know what I mean? Like
Of
when,
course.
huh?
I said, of course.
Yes. So with that being said, there's really no such thing as time. And it's certain aspects. So when you think of people saying like time traveling, it's really dimension jumping, like shifts, taking shifts. You can it's a movie, and I think it's like called Paramedic or something, and it's this pill that people take, right? And so I'll take this pill and it takes me to a different like dimension in the same spot. So while everybody is right here all around me, I would disappear. I would really be on a different frequency, vibration in a different time period where it was like in the past or in the future. But in reality, everybody that was right there when I took that pill is still in the same space in time with me. But I'm just in now in a different vibration, tuned to a different frequency, like a radio station. So when I pick up on smells or visions or something, and I can kind of see what's going to happen, I think I am tapping into different dimensions in a literal sense. And I think it's hard for science to really explain it.
No,
So
it's not. They do explain it. And this is where they do explain it in quantum.
Jojo, I'm not letting you in the box. I don't even really care about you being in the
I
stream.
think that's really within theory because no one, how I think, can explain the subconscious mind. Right? No one. Right? That means I can explain every thought you're gonna have then. Right? So kind of going
Even that,
piggybacking on
reading thoughts, I do that. I will
with
say the words before they can even leave your lips. And people will be like, how did you know I was going to say that? And I'm just like, something in me screams. And so it comes out my lips. And it's literally what that person is going to say with no hint or clue what was leading up to next, you know?
right.
Yeah,
So like
I agree.
going back to when Val was saying about he thinks Mother Nature is a female because the way everything is seeded and growth. And if you kind of take that with time, I think that's how they developed time because they understood that it was a certain amount of oxygen and nutrients we were getting when the sun was out. And then when the sun was down, the air quality changed. Our body was lethargic. And so they kind of put this frame to it. Like, you know what? It's within these 12 hours that we have to be more energetic because we get the most amount of nutrients from Earth.
I like that.
And this is how all these things come about. I don't know. This is just how my brain is.
This is the good thing about this is no theory is wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Because anything could be
This is
right.
a theory.
You gotta keep an open mind.
Yeah.
And then like because the stuff y'all guys are saying and I'm putting together with stuff that I feel like is true. And then I'm actually building on my theory. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying when people, have a conversation with straight up open mind and not be
right.
narrow-minded about what they think or believe, then it's easier to adapt other understandings. And then we could collectively, maybe possibly come up with the closest version of the truth because
The
we don't
closest
even know.
Truth doesn't
theory
exist.
ever.
It's about multiple perspectives. That's as close we get to truth.
Yeah, definitely.
As close we get any kind of truth.
Yeah, this is how they
Because we all just really been piggybacking off each other. Like, damn, you made me think a
Standing
little
on the shoulders
deeper.
of giants.
And then you made me think a little deeper. And it was like,
So look, in the science world, this is